Prepositions. Prepositions tell us where and when something is in relation to something else. Prepositions indicate direction, time, location, and spatial relationships, as well as other abstract types of relationships. Prepositions of place. A preposition of place is used to refer to the location or place of something or someone. A position word is a word or phrase that shows a relationship between two things in a sentence. The following position words are used to indicate position to help children learn the meaning of each position. The video shows the positions of the things in relation to one or another object or thing. For example, the sentence, "The phone is on the table" contains two objects, phone and table. And the prepositions on denotes a relationship between the table and the phone. Relationship between these both things. All the position words are used to show the place, which means that they describe where objects are in relation to other objects. In and on are prepositions that are used to describe location among other things. There are simple rules that will help you choose between in and on for location. In is used when something is located inside of a defined space. It could be a flat space like a yard or a three-dimensional space like a box, house, basket, bowl or car. The space does not need to be closed on all sides. On is used when something is touching the surface or on the surface of something. It could be a horizontal surface like a floor or field, ground or beach, or a vertical surface like a wall. We also use on for the surfaces of our body. Under is a preposition. When we use under as a preposition, it is similar to below. We use under to talk about something that is below or lower than something else. Here, the cat is under the table. Prepositions, Part 1. Preposition of position. On, in, under. On. Use on when something is touching the surface. Use on when something is touching the surface or on the surface of something. In. Use in when something is located inside of a defined place. On. Under. Under is a position that is below or lower than something. On. In. On. under, on, in, on, where is the bike? Under, on, in, where is the boy? On the bike, under, on, in, on, under, on, in, on, under, on, in, on, under, on, under, on, under, on, under, on, under, on, in, on, under, on,